Hey guys, this is Agatha. I'm the brand representative of Falésia Jovial, and today I will show you how to get to know Porto in just one day. So stay there! Welcome to the city, where history comes to life, architecture delights, and the famous port wine seduces palates around the world. Believe it or not, the city is small and the most famous sites are very close to each other. Besides saving time, you will also have the chance to explore the city in the best possible way, on foot. Jardim do Morro or Jardim Luís I is one of the busiest parks in Porto. As it's located in the top of a hill, it provides just the best view of Porto. The place invites for a picnic, harmonizes with books, and is a lot of fun. Here, people gather to contemplate the most beautiful sunsets to the sound of the talented musicians that pass by throughout the day.
Não adianta nem me abandonar, nem ficar tão apaixonada que nada, que não sabe nada.
The garden is often used as a stage for cultural events and festivals, such as open-air concerts and art exhibitions. These activities add life and excitement to the place, providing an enriching experience for visitors. This is a very versatile tourist spot, as it pleases couples in love, families, and group of friends. No matter what is your profile, you will have good moments here. So let's get to know a little bit about it. Simple. If you are by subway, you just have to take the yellow line in the direction of Santo Vídeo and get off at the stop Jardim do Morro, this one next to me. If you are at Cais de Gaia or Ribeira, you can take advantage of the cable car. Or if you would rather save money, there is a lovely road to walk up. And lastly, if you are on the other side of the bridge near São Bento, just cross it over. Dom Luís I Bridge or Ponte Dom Luís I. Of course you have heard about this bridge. An architecture and historical icon of the city. Basically, it connects the city Vila Nova de Gaia and Porto. As you may have already noticed, it has two floors. The lower part is for vehicle and pedestrian traffic, while the upper part is for the subway line and pedestrians as well. Up here we have on one side the garden of the hill, Jardim do Morro, and on the other side we have only the Cathedral of Porto. Like I said before, everything is really close here. We arrived now at we usually call the Funicular dos Guindais, that it's like an elevator but better. It connects the charming Ribeira, that it's located in the banks of the Douro River, with the highest part of the city, the Batalha neighborhood, here where we are. The price today is €4 for adults one way and €6 return. For people aged 4 to 12, the price is €2 one way and €3 return. And for those who have the monthly Porto transport card like me, it's free. This card can be bought in any Undancha store. It's valid for 1 month, and you can choose to buy the one that is valid for the whole of the metropolitan region of Porto or the one that only covers 3 zones. If you have the 3 zones card, make sure it covers the funicular zone. On this short walk, you will have the opportunity to appreciate the majestic Louis I Bridge, the historic medieval walls of Porto, and from above, to contemplate the impressive concentration of wineries that grace the banks of the Douro River. The Ribeira of Porto is a charming tourist port on the banks of Douro River. Its narrow streets, colorful buildings, and portside restaurants attract people from all over the world. Visitors can explore the port wine cellars, enjoy incredible views from the Louis I Bridge, and take part in cruises on the Douro River. And we can't fail to mention that at night, this place comes alive, making it the perfect place to enjoy a memorable dinner with live music. If you are in town, be sure to take a walk along the Cais de Gaia, which is on the other side of the Porto Bridge. Some people say that it's even more charming than Ribeira because it provides a view of Porto. To get back to the upper part of the city, we can go 3 ways. 1, on foot. 2, using the funicular dos Guinais. And 3, the elevator of Ribeira. Which will we use? Remembering that if you have more time, it will be good to walk so you can get to know the city better. Get ready now to see the Porto Sé Cathedral, one of the oldest and most important religious monuments of the city. Its construction began in the 12th century and was completed in the 18th century, resulting in a fascinating example of Romanesque and Gothic architecture. Located on the top of a hill, it dominates the cityscape and offers a spectacular view of Porto and the Douro River. As you approach the cathedral, you will be immediately struck by its mostly Romanesque facade. As you walk through the doors, you will be greeted by a magnificent interior. The main nave of the cathedral is a true work of art. The vaults and columns create an atmosphere of greatness. Be sure to admire the main altar and the image of the Virgin Mary, surrounded by golden angels. One of the most fascinating attractions of the cathedral is its crypt, where the bishops and archbishops of Porto are buried. But I would say that the real star of the cathedral is its panoramic view of the city. So climb the steps of the tower and be rewarded with a breathtaking view of Porto. From here, you can admire the charming cobblestone streets, the iconic bridges over the Douro River, and the typical red tiled roofs. It is a landscape that will be engraved in your memory forever. We arrived now at one of the most popular tourist destinations in the region, which is mostly known for its beautiful facade and its impressive tile panels. I present to you the São Bento train station. As soon as you enter the station, you are greeted by a magnificent hall decorated with about 20,000 hand-painted tiles. These tiles depict historical scenes, important events, and typical Portuguese landscapes. Besides its architecture beauty, the São Bento station is an important rail transport point in Porto. This is where trains to destinations such as Lisbon and Braga depart and arrive. The Clérigos Church is also one of the most emblematic sites in the city, in the true architecture masterpiece. One of the highlights of the Clérigos Church is its bell tower, which stands out in the Porto landscape. At about 75 meters high, the tower is one of the highest points in the city and offers a stunning panoramic view. However, be prepared to climb about 240 steep steps to reach the top. Besides the church and the tower, the surrounding area is equally charming. This region is also home to Lelo Bookstore, one of the oldest and most beautiful bookstores in the world, known for its impressive staircase and for its connection with Harry Potter world. Upon entering, visitors are greeted by the famous majestic carved wooden staircase, which is one of the main attractions of the place. Its interior is filled with shelves of books, with a wide variety of titles in different languages. It's known for its collection of rare books and special editions, and offers a wide selection of works in various literary genres. Because of its popularity, it usually receives a large number of visitors every day. To manage the flow of people, it's necessary to buy an entrance ticket, which can be used as a voucher to buy books. But I can already tell you that there are no books there for €5, which is the value of the voucher. Aliados Avenue, located in the heart of Porto, is also one of the most iconic and important squares in the city, as well as a major destination for tourists. The avenue is a large and imposing space, with a magnificent architecture that reflects the history and greatness of the city. The main highlight of the Avenida dos Aliados is the majestic Porto City Hall, an imposing and iconic building with a central tower and a richly ornamented facade. Along the avenue, you will also find several cafes, restaurants, and stores. This avenue is also famous for hosting important celebrations and events. During Christmas, for example, the square is decorated with many lights, and a large Christmas tree is set up in the center. In addition, the square is the traditional place for the celebration of São João, one of the liveliest popular festivals in Porto, and for the celebration of New Year, of course. Café Santiago is a traditional and renowned restaurant in Porto. is known mainly for one of the most famous dishes of Porto's cuisine, francesinhas. Café Santiago exists since 1959 and is considered a reference point for gastronomy lovers in the city. Francesinha is a typical dish of Porto, a kind of hot sandwich consisting of several layers of meat, usually beef steak, sausage, ham, and fresh sausage, between two slices of bread. The sandwich is topped with melted cheese and usually accompanied by a special tomato and beer-based sauce, plus a fried egg on top and fried potatoes. But don't worry, if you don't want to try the francesinha, they also offer another traditional dishes. We are now only at the most iconic café in Porto. Founded in 1921, it is known for its elegant and charming atmosphere and has been a meeting place for artists, writers, and intellectuals over the years. Welcome to Majestic Café. Besides having a breathtaking facade with elaborate wrought iron details, the café has an equally stunning interior with luxurious wooden furniture, adorned mirrors, and sumptuous chandeliers that take visitors back to the elegance and glamour of the early 20th century. Besides its exquisite ambience, the Majestic Café is known for its selection of coffee, tea, and delicious delicacies. Visitors can enjoy a variety of coffee options, from the classic espresso to more sophisticated combinations, accompanied by traditional Portuguese sweets and desserts. The Majestic Café is much more than just a place to have a cup of coffee. It's a cultural institution that preserves the tradition and elegance of a bygone era, providing visitors with a unique and memorable experience. Let's get to know the most famous street in Porto, mostly known as Santa Catarina Street. Santa Catarina Street is one of the main and busiest commercial streets in the city. Located in the central region of the city, the street stretches for about 1,500 meters, from Marquês do Pombal to Praça da Batalha. It's lined with stores, boutiques, cafes, restaurants, and some of Porto's main shopping centers. Many national and international brands have their stores on this street, making it a popular shopping destination. It's also known for its elegant architecture and historic buildings, which offer a charming and picturesque atmosphere. Here you can find a variety of products, from clothes and shoes to house furnishings, accessories, and even souvenirs. Another proof that here is everything really close. On Santa Catarina Street, you can also visit another tourist attraction, such as Capela das Almas. It's known for its facade, covered with about 15,000 traditional Portuguese tiles that were added between the years 1929 and 1932. The tiles were designed by the Portuguese artist Eduardo Leite and depict scenes from the life of Saint Francisco de Assis and Saint Catarina. The tiles are composed of shades of blue and white, creating an impressive visual effect. They completely cover the facade of the church, including the towers and the triangular pediment. The Capela das Almas is an outstanding example of the artistic application of tiles in Portugal and attracts many visitors for its beauty and uniqueness. Besides the facade, the Capela das Almas has a modest but welcoming interior with altars and traditional decorative elements. Another iconic place, Mercado do Bolhão or Mercado Municipal do Bolhão. It has existed since the late 19th century and is an important cultural and historical landmark of the city. It's famous for featuring a variety of fresh products, including fruits, vegetables, fish, meats, flowers, and local products. Local merchants set up their stalls and offer fresh products on a daily basis, creating a busy and colorful atmosphere. Besides being a place to shop for food, here you can also have a cup of coffee and sample a local specialty. Right next to the bouillon, we have the manteigaria. Seriously, if you want to try the pastel de nata, there is no place better. The main highlight of the manteigaria are their famous pastéis de nata, also known as custard tarts. These little cakes of Portuguese origin are a true delight and a specialty of the house. Manteigaria's pastéis de nata are appreciated for their crispy puff pastry dough and creamy filling. And of course, we wouldn't miss trying one. The production of the pastéis de nata at the manteigaria is done daily and is open for the public to see, which makes it all the more interesting. The pastries are baked and served hot, guaranteeing a unique sensory experience to the visitors. Besides pastéis de nata, custard tarts, the manteigaria also offers other delicious sweets and cakes, such as croissants, pies, and Berliner. And this is where we end our one-day tour. And don't forget that this video was produced and organized by FJ Europe Tours, a company specialized in tourism. Don't forget also to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video for more content like this.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Dap 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 dap. Beep 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 beep. Beep beep beep.